Today at ET Infra's Global Ports and Shipping Summit, we are honored to have the presence of Mr. Rajaraman, Chairperson IFSCA. Mr. Rajaraman, really appreciate joining us out here at ET Infra Summit. Your takeaway from the summit?
It's been a privilege to be here, with the shipping community, I think. So today, the overall Indian economy is looking very bright, and the Honorable Prime Minister is now talking about the Vikasit Bharat at 2047, which is the next big mission for the country. I think every citizen, every industry body, every ministry, I think all of us have to work together, every regulator. So my message to the audience today was, how do we make it happen? So therefore, every stakeholder has to do the job. I think so. Today, India's presence in shipping industry is minimal. So our goal should be to actually scale up ownership of ships out of India. Be it an Indian company or a foreign company in India. I think we should look at how to support, facilitate, and assist these companies to own ships out of India, lease ships out of India, and serve India. I think so. Today, if you look at it, our trade is about $1.6 trillion. Nearly about 85 to $90 billion is the component of shipping services. Soon, by 2030, there will be a $2 trillion export. So trade could well become about $4 trillion. So with that scale, I think you will see the size of the shipping services that India needs would go well up to more than $200 billion. So how do we get the Indian shipping industry to take a lion's share of this shipping services? Today, we have a 5% share. So how do we make it 20%, how do we make it 50% is the challenge. So I think we need to work together to do a number of things. One of the things is perhaps to simplify regulations, which the ministry is looking at, make things easy for business to actually invest and also do better. And the ministry is also working on things like shipbuilding, repair, etc. So in the International Financial Services Center, we are looking at how to support some of these companies to start with leasing ships from outside the world, in the rest of the world, and then lease them into India or to foreign destinations. And that is happening in a big way. Today we have about 28 ship lessors, small to medium to large, who are actually set up their SPVs in. The latest to join was the Mitsui OSK from Japan. Then we have some of the largest companies like Reliance. All of them are here. We expect that this to scale up. We want eventually to take IFSCA to become a ship finance hub with very large international banks located there. Today we have 28 banks, out of which about 14 are foreign banks. These foreign banks have got appetite for ship finance, and we expect them to actually support the shipping industry.
In order to give boost to the leasing activity on aviation, it has already started. Shipping is also now getting traction. Some reforms measures has also been worked upon. Let's say there have been talk of amending the SURFACE Act so that now ships can be mortgaged. You're taking it because there are some policy measures will need to come in, which need to give further boost to the leasing activity.
You have hit the nail on the head. So business as usual is not going to take us to 2047. There have to be reforms, not only ordinary reforms, but transformative, disruptive reforms. So IFSCA has followed that standards, with the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister, saying that whatever we do, we must do a clean slate approach, looking at what the rest of the world does and see how we can benchmark and be competitive with the rest of the world. Because if you want our industry to be competitive, our regulations also have to be equally competitive. So therefore, we have worked with that mission. And therefore, what we have done is our regulations are principle based and have an enabling mindset. So we expect that, I think, the reform, we review our regulations every 3 years. We are one of the few regulators who have a regulation on how to make regulations. So therefore, we review it every 3 years, and all our frameworks are up for review in the next year or so, because they were made about 3 years back. So we look forward to actively working with the industry and see how we can facilitate them to become global champions. Because 2047 cannot happen unless a couple of Indian companies from every sector becomes a global champion.
Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate you joining us out here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.